What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, and I want to talk about something Jalen Rose was speaking about on a podcast recently. And Jalen Rose, I can say, even when he was on ESPN, he spoke on these issues, and he talks about how the NFL and the NBA are the two sports that are predominantly black, and they make you have to go to college and spend a certain amount of years in college before you can go professional. Whereas you look at tennis, you look at pretty much any other sport, soccer. You look at all of these other swimming, you name it, right? These guys can go professional 15, 16 years of age when they ready. And you look overseas, a lot of basketball players over there, they go professional, and they be professionals for years before they get over here. But he's saying that, the control over the predominantly black sports, it's noticeable, right? That they try to control your whole career, even as far as like how long your contract is and all of that. Well, what I will say to push back a little bit on what Jalen said is the NFL, like if a player was to go from high school to the NFL, their career would be over pretty fast. They're not ready to handle the rigors of the NFL just quite yet. So I get that one. But as far as the NBA, there's a lot of legitimacy there to what he's saying, to his claims. And we're going to check out what he said a few years ago before NIL came into play. And we're also going to check out what he said recently this week. Let's peep it.
I think it will work, Kerry, because it's all about the almighty dollar. And you notice when these scenarios came out for public consumption, like Sean Miller allegedly on a wiretap talking about getting $800,000 and $100,000 to attend the school, you notice that the coach wasn't able to coach, but the player was able to play. How about Miles Bridges? He was charged basically about doing something illicit, and then all of a sudden he pays $40 to a charity, and all of a sudden he's back eligible. You know what the NCAA is telling us? Y'all not messing with our money. Y'all not about to get in the way of our NCAA tournament. What's going to happen in a couple of weeks? Everybody's going to be filling out NCAA brackets. Matter of fact, multiple NCAA brackets. Why? Because they want to make money off of those brackets. Everybody gets a chance to eat except the players. And again, for those that say, shut up, you should be happy to have a scholarship. I still pay for my student loans. I hate to break it to you, but this is America. You just weren't talented in basketball. You didn't get recruited to play. People aren't making money off of your likeness. People aren't paying to watch you come and perform. And so for these players, it's going to eventually happen. I promise you, it's going to happen. And I know it's not going to take place this season. But if the players were to send a message and band together and just say one day we're not going to play, oh, man, you'll see some sweeping changes quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The sports that are predominantly black are the ones that once you get into them, the goal is for you to feed the system and help the system make as much money as possible before you profit. Basketball and football, predominantly black sports, are the main ones with restrictions after high school. Mm-hmm. For a while, it had dress code, had salary cap, couldn't smoke weed, had a length of contracts. Like in baseball, you can sign a 10-year deal. In hockey, you can sign a 9-year deal. Can't in basketball. In tennis, in golf, in NASCAR, you can turn pro after high school. Can't in basketball and football. They're going to force us, and this is a residue of slavery. That's what it is. They're going to force you to feed and pay the system as long as possible. When you graduate from high school, there's so many players that's shown you can go to the league and be successful. Kobe, KG, JL, Daryl Dawkins, Spencer Haywood, the originator. LeBron James. T-Mac. So T-Mac. So there's evidence.
And what Jalen's saying, man, it's real when you're talking about basketball players. Those guys, a lot of the elite basketball players are ready to go contribute in the NBA. If you look at the overtime lead that the Thompson twins just came from, Azur Thompson is doing quite well. Started day one in Detroit, and never played for a college. You know, over time they played different teams. Like they played the team that LaMelo was on when he was over there in Australia. You know, Adelaide or something like that. I can't remember the name of the team, but or no, actually they played the team Josh Giddey was on in that same league that LaMelo was in. But they went over there, they played them, but they played a lot of high school teams, a lot of the top prep teams, and they came into the league, and you know, Amon Thompson is getting time in Houston. It ain't like they sending neither one down to the G League, is my point. And so Jalen Rose is right as far as that. I know Jason Whitlock going to have a field day when he said it's a residue of slavery, but I actually feel like Jalen Rose is right on that. You know, controlling the predominantly black sports, they know the better, it'd be better, you know, for some of these people to get compensated sooner. And I'm happy that since that first clip that I showed, there is NIL now. So a lot of people are able to eat off of their likeness now. And I've always said, if you look at any of my old videos, I've always said that NCAA sports has always been professional sports. Anytime millions of dollars is exchanging hands with the coaches, you're a professional sports and it's $1 billion industry. You just getting labor for free, but the student athletes have to make a lot of sacrifices. They have to do their work and do all this stuff and then go out there and compete for you at a very high level, you know, each and every day, and make you more money, pretty much. Because if you take football and basketball away, you wouldn't even be able to fund the other sports at most of these institutions. It wouldn't be enough funding for it. Because that's what I'm saying is football and basketball brings in the most money by far. That's why you see it on primetime television every week. That's why you have an NCAA tournament. That's why you gonna have a college football playoff. That's why you see your Saturdays loaded up. You know, you see Big Tuesday for basketball. You're gonna see all of these in-season tournaments for college basketball. You're gonna see that for you about to see that with the NBA. They're trying to put that stuff out in front of you. The NBA has a whole summer league. I remember summer league used to be something you just kind of hear about, but now that's a whole nother season that people are looking forward to get a glimpse at the rookies. It's its own thing now. It's almost like it's separate from the NBA and a whole different season. So I say all that to say that Jalen Rose is correct in his assessment with that. The collective bargaining agreement took place. I thought they would revisit this topic and, you know, start bringing kids back into the NBA. But I think, the NCAA and the way all this is playing out and NIL and everything, I think, they just saw that kids are probably going to go to college for a year now. If they can make millions of dollars and spend a year in college, some of these guys are going to make a lot more in their rookie contract as the NCAA NIL system gets much more lucrative. You're going to see kids at some point, you're going to see a kid make $10-20 million that first year in college. And most ain't going to make that if they go straight to the league. So now the NCAA is finally saying, we get them some money, we can start back getting the big boys again. And that's exactly what's happening, man. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments, though. Do you agree with Jalen Rose said, or you think he's bogus? Let me know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.